Hey guys, this is your host, the Giant, without his, well, I want to say their half, but that would be Stevie, so we'll say our mostly adequate half. He's actually not here to defend himself because he's away on a road trip to the Grand Canyon. He just got abducted by aliens in Roswell, so he's having the time of his life. So there's been a slight disruption in the Fantasy Fiends podcast thing. We've been using Google Hangouts for the last 2 years or something, and Google just shut that shit down. They just totally erased Google Hangouts as a tool to be able to use it. So we have to find a new way to record the podcasts and stream them on YouTube. There are options like Zoom or Skype recording where we can record them beforehand. Like we can record the episodes and then just upload them straight to YouTube. But I feel like you guys enjoy the live interaction a whole lot more. Sorry about my camera changing colors. I'm on my laptop, don't have all my normal setup. I'm traveling. But so basically I feel like you guys are gonna rather have the live. Yeah, sorry about that. Let's see if this helps. I can do this. I'm at a coffee shop somewhere. Oh, thank you, Anita. I'll look up at that. I'll look that up. Anyways, until we can figure it out, we're gonna have to hold off on the podcast episode. So there will be no episode on Thursday. Maybe Stevie and I will do something live, fool around with something with some new platform or something to see if we can get it working. We've found a couple of options that hopefully will work out. But tonight's episode is going to be canceled. Thursday night episode, if there is an episode, it's basically going to be me, Stevie, talking back and forth to see if we can figure out some new software, making a total fool of ourselves. But hopefully next week the podcast will be back on schedule. StreamYard is good, but it hates mobile connection. So I actually just tried StreamYard, and it was okay on my computer, but yeah, like you said, it struggled on Stevie's. So we're going to have to look into it. I assume that you guys like the whole being able to comment on the live episode and chatting and all of that. I figured that's probably the thing you come here. Rebecca, see, if we didn't have this live chat option, Rebecca wouldn't be able to make ridiculously sexy comments like that about mine and Stevie's love life. So yeah. So we're going to try to figure out a way that we can make it work. And number one, a way that's easy for us to do that requires less effort, but also that our guests can do without having to fumble with things. Google Hangouts did have its foibles, and if we go with Zoom, if we go with Skype, if we go with some of the other ones, there's going to be there's going to be another learning curve. So hopefully we'll be able to find something and make it work so you guys will be able to get more of the Fantasy Fiends podcast without interruptions or without this disruption. But I am traveling today, traveling tomorrow, so I if I was working at home, I would probably have time to figure it all out in time for Thursday's podcast. But because I'm traveling, I won't be home. I'll be driving all day tomorrow. I won't be home in time to figure it out for Thursday's episode. So we'll just suspend it, and then next week, hopefully our guest Michael J. Sullivan, who was on tonight, hopefully we can get him back on next Tuesday, and then Jeff Kohanek, who was supposed to be on Thursday, we can get him on the Tuesday after that, and hopefully not have any huge disruptions to the schedule in the long term. Fingers crossed that it all works out. Any suggestions you guys have, we welcome them. Yeah, so Zoom is great, but I haven't figured out the live streaming option. There may be one. I haven't figured it out. I know that Zoom, you record it, and then you upload the video. So there's none of this back and forth banter that makes the Fantasy Feeds podcast so fun. So we're looking to preserve that. If it comes down to it, we will go with something like Zoom, which I will enjoy less slightly because there will be no people, sort of commenting on the background. But if there is a way that we can figure out how to do, the live episodes, the live streaming and stuff, we are totally 100% down. So bear with us this week. By next week, we should be back up and running with more episodes of the Fantasy Fiends podcast. Have a great night. Bye.